Good morning. Finally, I'm on. I've been having technical difficulty this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamika Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Now that we've got the technical difficulties out of the way, I hope everybody, today's Tuesday, y'all. I've been off work for 10 days. So going back to work was a struggle. Ooh, it was rough, but it's okay. I'm blessed and I'm glad to have a job to go back to. How about that? If you missed the show yesterday, I talked about the invisible stretch, the invisible road, and it's that from where you are now to where you know you want to be. And that invisible road is the hardest part. And that's where you have to be strong at your core. You have to know your character. You have to build up your confidence. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing. And that is the place where battles are won. And that's when you know, great morning, Margaret. And that's where you are going to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish, is on that invisible road. And it can be scary, but that's why you have your friends. And I do have t-shirts coming that says I am my sister's keeper. So I do have those t-shirts. I'll have those t-shirts soon. And I like them. They're simple. They're black and white. It says I am my sister's keeper, because we are our sister's keeper all the time. Oh, really? Let me tell you, it gets real foggy for me too, all the time. But, when you know you're on the right road, it makes it easier to, when you're clear about your vision, number one, then it makes it easier when that invisible road really gets hard. It makes it easier to stay on the road and not to deter off of it. I think that's the most important thing. So we have to encourage each other. And remember, we are our sister's keeper. So I'm just saying. Right. And I am working on building my tribe. Y'all know I said I'm looking for new friends. And let me tell you, I have a list. So I'm going to share with y'all my list of the other things that I'm looking for in my new friends. And what I'm asking for is the same thing that I am willing to give. I'm not asking for something that I'm not giving. So that is good morning, Amy. How are you? Good morning, Lynn.
Hello. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I heard you talking about building that tribe, keeping it moving. That's right, guys. That's what we need to do. Keep it moving over here in these streets. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yeah, I said it, America's #1. Just want to say hello to everybody. We got a little school cancellations out here because they thought that we would have some bad weather this morning. However, we just got to keep it moving no matter what. You just got to go with the flow and deal with what you have. But this morning for our financial confession and conversation, Ms. Co-host, did you want to add anything?
I'm good. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just checking, making sure. You look like you wanted to say something. So
Oh no, I was getting my computer was dying, so I had to grab my plug right there.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, good morning. Like I said, what I want to share with you guys this morning for the financial confession and conversation, we've been talking a lot about business and make your money, keep your money, and grow your money, because that's what you need to be doing. That's what we're called to do, right? So we can build generational wealth and leave an inheritance for our children's children. But what I want to share with you today, guys, are what are the rules of money? What's in your wallet, right? That's the question I want to ask you this morning. No, it's not who says that? Capital? Who says that? What's in your wallet?
Capital.
Anyway, you've heard that before, but that's my question to you this morning. What's in your wallet? Right? And we talked about this before. Think about all the money that you've had come through your hands in your lifetime. And what is that number? Is it 500,000? Is it 200,000? Is it a 1.3 million? What is your number? And then think about now, ultimately, how much of that have you kept, right? Out of all the money that has flown through your hands throughout your life, how much of that have you kept? So what I'm going to help you with today, guys, ultimately, there are rules to the money game that we all need to know. There are rules to the money game that you have to be intentional about learning so that you can keep your money, make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. That's what we're talking about. So the number one thing, guys, to recognize is that money is a game, right? Money is a game in the same way that, let me talk about this. The more you play the game, the better you get, right? My little one plays games, and everyone knows that. He plays games on his little Nintendo Switch. If he says, Mommy, come and play Splatoons with me, who's going to win? Of course he's going to win because he's played that game hundreds of times. However, get some old school Pac-Man in there. Guess what Mommy's going to do, right? That's my speed. That's my game, right? So the more you play the game, guys, the better that you get is what I'm saying to you today. And the same thing happens with money. You have to learn how to play the game because there are rules. And the problem is oftentimes you don't know the rules. See, a challenge for me would, if someone comes to me and says, and I know JoJo gonna say, Lynn, we about to revoke your card. But if someone comes to me and says, let's play spades, I'm out. I'm all the way out because I don't know how to play spades. That's just not a game that I learned how to play. We're going to have to go with I declare war. All right? Because that's what I know. Don't shake your head at me.
I have no words. Like I declare, Lord Jesus.
I am being 100% transparent in this moment, okay? So take my card. Maybe you're going to have to teach me how to play one day, but that's just not a game that I did not learn. Even through college, I don't know how I made it through college without knowing.
I don't know either. And having the friends we had.
I have no idea, but with that being said, it's all out. I'm putting all my cards on the table. So y'all gonna have to show me that one. But really, for money, many of us are in the same way with our money, in the same way that I am with spades. I don't know the rules of spades, and you don't know the rules to your money, right? Rules to playing the money game. So that's the number one thing. In order to understand and recognize what's in your pocket, you got to know those rules. What are the rules to the money game? The number two thing that I need to put out there, y'all, oftentimes, because of the way that Big Mama Nim raised us, right? We have this love-hate relationship with money, and it's more of a hate, right? Because we've heard those same cliche sayings, money doesn't grow on trees, and you have all of these different, what they're called now are money blocks. So you are now a hater of your money that's putting you in those situations, and you don't even recognize it. See, it's a mindset thing here, guys, that we have to recognize. And the thing is, if because of your unknown, unconscious hate of money, your money said, okay, I'm leaving. I'm going to somebody who loves me, right? I'm going to somebody who not only loves me, but also knows the rules of how to handle this. And you can think about the same thing with your friends. JoJo mentioned it the other day. She was talking about somebody in her list, right? I think it was, and you had to let them go. I don't want to get into too much of the details just in case they watch the broadcast. But sometimes you just got to let things go. And oftentimes, if there's a hater in the group, right, that's the easiest way to let it go. So don't hate on your money is what I'm trying to say to you today, right? So once you understand this, guys, then you'll be able to come back and say, hey, what's in your wallet? It's a different conversation that you're now having when you're not hating on the situation, right? When you're not, think about it from this perspective. And I know this is a little bit high schoolish, right? But you think about it when you were in high school, and I know for the girls, the girls, there were certain guys that you just wouldn't deal with. Trying to be tactful in that response, right? There are certain guys that you just wouldn't deal with. I know for me, there were certain people I knew I had to go down another side hallway to get away from them because I just simply did not want to deal with them. The same thing happens with money for some of us, because unconsciously we have that love-hate relationship and we just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with your bank account. You don't want to deal with those bills. You don't want to deal with, you fill in the blank, right? So that's when that love-hate relationship comes in. So I'm going to leave that alone, guys, but don't hate your money. Figure out how you can now love it more and do the things that are going to allow you to be work it more effectively and efficiently so you can make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Number three is make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. You say, well, Leah, what do you mean? Guys, ultimately, it's about doubling your money. We've talked about the rule of 72, compounding interest, right? So let's just say you have $1,000 in your bank account. So if you have $1,000 in your bank account, do you not know that you're only 10 doubles away from $1 million? What does that mean? You have $1,000, you double 1,000, it goes to what? $2,000. You double 2,000, it goes to what? $4,000, to 8,000, to 16,000, 32,000, so on and so forth, right? So you're only 10 doubles away from $1 million. And you say, wow, I only have to double that 10 times to get to $1 million. So then now what is it that I need to do? Now is the time that you need to understand a few more things about yourself. What about your risk tolerance? Because there are things that you can be doing now that are going to allow you to not only keep your money, but also grow your money. But you have to understand that there are some different ways that you need to be investing that, right? So what is your risk tolerance? You also need to understand how much time do you have, right? So what, at the end of the day, what is the end goal that you want to achieve? What is the level of risk that you're willing to accept in order to get to that goal? Then you get your mind set up in the right way so that you're now playing this money game, right, in the right way. And you're now loving your money as opposed to hating it, so that you can make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. And the fourth thing, guys, that I wanted to share with you that I have right here: money flees from a desperate situation. Money will flee you if you're desperate. If you're always desperate for it, it is going to leave you. The same thing in your situation. If you have a spouse or a significant other or a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a side piece, you name it, right? That's desperate. They're always clingy. They're always, in your face, needy, needy, needy. What does that say to you? That's desperation, and you don't want to be a part of it. Your money has that same sort of mentality about it as well. If there's a desperation around it, if you're clingy to your money, guys, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to have it for long. So you have to understand and recognize what are the things that you need to do differently that are now going to position you so you can make your money, keep your money, and grow your money, because it doesn't like desperate situations. And then the number 5 thing, y'all, is there are 4 main money areas that you need to know about, right? Because, okay, let me tell you what the 4 areas are first. We know these. You have savings, you have credit, you have your investing, and you have your income, right? Income is make your money. Saving is keeping your money. Investing is growing your money. Credit is using other people's money, right, to make, keep, and grow your money. So you have those 4 main areas in your life. Good morning, Miss Valerie. Thank you for joining as well. Guys, you have these 4 main areas to your money that you not only have to master, but money doesn't like to be bored. Money doesn't like to be in the same place. Think about it this way. You put your money into a savings account. What happens? Your money grows extremely slowly in a savings account. Think about you and your job. If you're at a job and you're sitting at a computer and all you have to do is look at that computer all day, that can become what? Boring, right? If there's not other things that you do within the grand scheme of that. But guess what, y'all? Money likes to move, just like we say all the time, when I move, you move, just like that, right? Money likes to move. It doesn't just like to sit there. That's why the banks on the back end take your money and make more money for themselves, because you've put your money over here in this account and your money is bored with you. So it's going to work for somebody else, for the bank account. So what you have to recognize and identify is, now, how can you keep your money from getting bored? How can you keep your money moving? How can you help keep your money getting an ROI for you? See, you have to understand and recognize that it must be invested so that you can move, but you don't know where to start, right? You don't know, ultimately, you don't have a plan, right? And if you don't have a plan, guys, then schedule a call. Get on the call with me, bit.ly/talktolyn. Get on the call so ultimately you can get in there and start having these conversations. What are the money rules that I need to be focusing on? How do I get to the point where I don't hate my money? How do I keep and grow my money? You listen to all the free stuff. You listen to all these people out here, all the gurus. You listen to the Susie Ormans, the Dave Ramseys. You listen to the Lynn Demons. Yeah, I put myself up there with them, Robert Kiyosaki. You listen to all of them. You only got the free stuff. Now you're sitting around confused because you haven't done anything with all the great information that's come to you. Get on a call. Schedule a call, bit.ly/talktolyn. Guys, that's how you move to your next level. Get in the community and stop trying to save the world. Stop trying to save everybody else and keeping yourself down in the hole. Stop loaning Pookie and Ray Ray and them that money all the time, and you know you're not going to get it back when you can be taking that money and positioning it in a different way. I understand, yes, we are there to help. We are supposed to help out our fellow man, but not help them to the detriment of ourselves. You have to have a plan for you. And oftentimes, guys, that's how we get in these situations and circumstances, because we're trying to save the world. We shouldn't be trying to save the world. We should be doing like Miss Margaret said, #change the world, but we haven't figured that thing out just yet. So if you don't have a plan, if you stop trying to save the world, get on this call, y'all, bit.ly/talktolyn, so you can get everything set up in a way in which you're going to be intentional. Now, don't call if you're not ready to do the work. Don't call if you're not going to move forward and take the next step. Don't call if you say, you know what, that really sounds good, but I just don't know. Don't call, right? Be cognizant of your time and my time. Be cognizant of your goals and my goals. Be cognizant of your next level and my next level. But if you say, I don't have a plan, I need a plan, go ahead, guys, and schedule that call. That's bit.ly/talktolyn. It costs you absolutely nothing to talk. But it does cost you everything to talk at the same time. Because you have to understand and recognize that if I don't do this, it costs me nothing monetarily, but it costs me everything when it comes to my next level. It costs me everything when it comes to my peace. It costs me everything when it comes to me getting out of this feeling of being overwhelmed and downtrodden, because I'm trying to do all of these things and I haven't quite figured this thing out. Guys, get over there and schedule that call, bit.ly/talktolyn. All right, guys, I'm Lynn Demons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yeah, I said it, America's #1, asking you what's in your wallet. You got to learn these rules to this money game. And until you learn the rules to the money game, you'll continue to be in those same situations. Get a plan. And if you don't have a plan, get on the call, bit.ly/talktolyn. All right, Miss Co-host, over to you.
All right. I posted your link for you over there so that you guys, if you want to talk to Lynn, her information is there for you. My voice is angry for some reason all of a sudden, and I don't know why. It is not happy with me. All right, guys. So the fearless thought for today, I was reading a book, and this was something in the book, and I just had to share. It says, "I see you, and I'm here." And it's this lady from Zimbabwe. I think that's where she's from. And so this is one of the things that when they greet each other, they say, "I see you," and you say, "I'm here." And then you look at the person in the face, in the eyes, and you give each other that minute to connect to each other so you can see me and you know that I'm here. And how many of us take that time to do that? And here was the basis of the whole thing. She said, it gives you time to appreciate yourself, and it gives you
Right.
time to appreciate the other person and what they have to say and where they're going. I see you and I am here. So when I talk
I
about
like
I'm
that.
looking for new friends, and I got my list. I'm going to share my list, guys. I'm looking for new friends. I want to be able to say, "I see you," and the other person says, "I'm here." And we have to appreciate where everybody is coming from, every aspect. You have to appreciate everybody's journey. You have to appreciate everybody's story and where they are. This
Yes.
is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge anybody here. We're just trying to help you live past crazy in your life and your finances. That is the sole purpose and goal.
Yes.
There is no, you can think and share however you want, and we are here to support you. I am here and I see you. So I think that is essential when you are on this fearless journey, because yesterday I talked about that invisible road. It's on that invisible road. You're going to need somebody to say, "I see you and I'm here," and to be available for you. Because if you don't have that, as Miss Margaret calls it, a tribe or that support system, it makes it really hard to keep going. I mean, we can pep ourselves up all the time, and that is very true. But there's something about having somebody else there who understands and is right there along the journey with you to know what you're going through. Like, y'all know my crazy, survivor of domestic violence. So I can understand. That's why I think it's easier for me to empathize and sympathize with somebody who was on a journey to live past crazy in whatever aspect, because I've been there from the depression to the suicide to, living in the shelter to, having to ask people for food. I've been on every spectrum. So it makes it easier for me to say, "I'm here and I see you." And it also makes it easier for me not to judge where people are in their walk. That's not my business. However, what is my business is that when you come to me, that I am available to give you that thing that you are seeking at that moment. And so when I say I'm here, I see you, I'm able to give you that one thing that you may be seeking. And you may be able to give me that one thing that I'm seeking. But in that, we are appreciating each other's unique gift. We are appreciating each other's story, who we are, whose we are, where we're going, and why we are going. So today on this Take Action Tuesday, I would just want you to know, and the name of the book is The Awakened Woman. And this woman's story is so powerful, but she says, "I see you and I am here." And so practice that today. See how you can be there. And if you're a friend of mine, y'all know I'm a little special. So I often send out random texts and I say, "How can I be a friend to you today?" And that's it. I don't prod anybody. If they respond, they don't. If they do, I'm there for them for whatever they need at that moment. I try to make myself available. So today, if I can be a friend to
I never
anybody,
got one of those texts.
well, then I talk to you all the time, dog. I see you. I talk and see you all the time. You gonna get one. I'm gonna surprise you with one, Lynn.
That's okay. Don't try to send it to me now.
Don't try to fix it now.
Don't try to send it to me now.
Listen, yeah, I talk to you, Lynn, all the time. So, guys, send that to somebody today. If that person has been on your mind, send them, "How can I be a friend to you today?" Or send them, "I'm thinking about you" text. Sometimes that's just all it takes to change somebody's day, to make their life just a little bit different. I see you and I am here. Appreciate each other and what you each are bringing to your new friendship, your new relationship, because you can't start a friendship or relationship just wanting to take and not willing to give. It's not. It's
Right.
so not going to work that way at all. It's just not, and you're wasting your time. All right, guys.
Yes.
Please make sure that you share this video because sharing is caring. We do have a YouTube channel. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we have over 300 shows over on YouTube where you can binge watch all of the Fearless Morning shows over there. So please make sure you take a look at those and pass them along to somebody who you know needs to live past crazy. So if I can be a friend to anybody, please let me know. Anything else, Lynn?
I don't know how I feel. I'm feeling some type of way about that text message, but that's okay. But y'all
listen, Linda.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you again so much for watching you. We're watching us. We watching you too, right? We appreciate you for joining in with us every morning. Good morning, Carl. Thank you for joining as well. But don't forget to join us every morning here at 7:15 a.m. Also, guys, if you're ready to look at what's in your wallet and go to your next level, you don't have a plan, but you need a plan, schedule a call, bit.ly/talk to Lynn. That's B as in boy, it.ly/talk to Lynn. Get on the call so we can get it done. That's all, right? Okay, I'm not even going to steal that stuff. One call, that's all. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Hey, Rachel, thank you for joining us as well.
Rachel. Good morning. So, guys, remember, I'm going to share this book with you. I'm going to put the title. It's called The Awakened Woman. Today's thought is, I see you and I'm here for you. Appreciate somebody today and allow them to appreciate you today, because sometimes we can't take what somebody's trying to give us. I see you and I'm here for you. So be a friend today. Send out that text. How can I be a friend to you? How can I help you today? And expect nothing in return. It's not for you to look for something. It's not for you to go and tell somebody what you did. It's not for that at all. And then with this weather coming up, y'all, please do not forget the homeless. One of the things we did, me and the girls did this week, on my day off, is we packed up bags, 12 bags of all kind of toiletries, and we went through the house of blankets and stuff that we're not using, blankets, coats, scarves. And every day we drove to a different part of the city and handed out bags and blankets because, good morning, D, how you doing? Because there's others that are in need. So, and they need things like the baby wipes, the deodorant, the toothpaste, the toothbrush. They need stuff like that. And if it's a female, you know, we need the feminine products. So make sure that if you're not wearing the stuff, give it away to somebody else who will. And then a lot of people donate to the Goodwill. If you donate to the Goodwill, if I'm homeless, I can't afford to go in there. So if it means more to me if you give it to me. And you know, and for us, it wasn't a big deal. I rolled up to somebody and handed a bag out the window and said, have a great day. That's all I said. There were snacks and drinks in there. It doesn't require a lot at all. Even if you just clean out your closet, that's more than what somebody has. So make sure that you are giving today. And that is a definite way to say, I see you and I'm here for you. That's a great way to appreciate somebody. And then ask them how to be a friend to them today and expect nothing in return.
Yes, and that's a very good point, especially for those of you who are here in the Atlanta area. The Super Bowl is 5 days away. There are tons of homeless who live under those bridges in those areas surrounding the festivities of the Super Bowl. So if you have anything, Atlantans, Metro Atlantas, visitors, whomever you are, even if you have to go to Walmart and get something, drop it off, because it is just unbelievable the number of homeless in our city who are living in these areas. And a lot of them, and what you'll see is they've swept the streets for the Super Bowl. So you're not going to see them. Normally you do see them on the streets around, not so much Midtown, but over there by where the old underground used to be, in that area. But they've swept the streets because they know that influx of people are coming in for the Super Bowl. But double check when you're driving through, when you ride in your Uber or your transportation, or you on the Metro, you'll see them. You'll see their tents under the bridges. You'll see them in all these different places. So what JoJo says is absolutely important that we do that. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm off that soapbox for today. But get out there and
And
help
then
somebody else out.
exactly, and it does. Like Lynn said, you can go to Walmart, but if you go to the Dollar, I spent $50 at the Dollar Tree, and that was enough to make 12 of everything. And then I just washed the blankets that I had. I washed the blankets that I had, and I gave them away, and the coats and the scarves, so just clean out your closets. Because it is cold. And one of the things, I know y'all have heard me say this before, one of the things I do is I keep a trunk full of everything. So sometimes if it's raining and it may be a sketchy area, I see somebody in need, I can't pass them because I've been that person. So I pop the trunk, and I don't care what they get out of the trunk. You can have, if you want to empty it, I don't care. But they usually get whatever they need out of the trunk and keep going. So if you're a little nervous about helping the homeless or somebody on the street, put it in your trunk, and then that way I just roll up and say, hey, get you a gift out of the trunk, and and that's what we do. So just give without expecting. I see you, I'm here for you. Appreciate somebody today. That's right. Make sure, send that text to somebody today, guys, and ask, how can you be a friend today? How can you help somebody today and expect nothing in return? So I'm going to be sending those out today, and then I'm going to be asking for something in return. I'm going to say, I want you to be my friend today, and this is what I need. Sometimes you have to make those calls too. All right, please make sure you share the show. And if your friends and family don't have Facebook, don't forget the YouTube channel. Over 300 shows are over there, and there it is again, so that you can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows. All right, guys, hope you have a great Tuesday, and we will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Signing off.